Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Diamond Hills. We are here to deliberate on the crisis ravaging the West Africa sub-region. And now, today, we will be dwelling on Mali. Mali again in the news for the wrong reasons. Okay, all right, let's go there. Please, if you are new on this our platform, subscribe to our channel, press the notification bells, drop your comments, and like our page. We'll be digressing a bit to some unfolding stories, new stories that are unfolding now in Mali, West African sub-region. Okay, let's go there. We hit the nail on the head, irrespective of whose ox is God. That is what we do. Okay, Mali's military has detained the president of the West African country and her prime minister. Bandar is a retired colonel in the military, and he was sworn in as Mali's interim president some months ago. Okay, Bandar and Mokhtar Ouhane have been languishing in detention. Soldiers in Mali have detained the president and prime minister of the interim government, according to the United Nations and the African Union. This is a worrisome political impasse and leadership imbroglio in that poor West African country. Mali is not a stranger to political crisis, just like Nigeria, Niger, Chad, and all these axes. Nigeria, Niger, Chad, Mali, Burkina Faso to some extent. There's crisis in the whole of West Africa. You know, only Ghana, maybe Benin Republic and Togo have some semblance of stability. But, okay, let's go there. Soldiers in Mali have detained the president and the prime minister of the interim government. This is a worrisome political impasse and leadership imbroglio in that poor African country. All of these are unfolding barely 9 months after a military coup overthrew its previous leader. The detention of President Bandar and Prime Minister Mokhtar Ouhane on Monday came hours after a government reshuffle left out 2 soldiers who led the coup in August last year. And this is raising a palpable fear of another military hijack of political leadership in Mali. All the voices of reasons in the world have called and are still calling for the immediate and unconditional release of Mali's civilian leadership, and said the international community rejects any act of coercion and any premeditated forced resignations. It's on record that the Western nations and the West Africa Regional Bloc, otherwise known as ECOWAS, have issued a statement to this effect. Information reaching us confirmed a delegation from ECOWAS would visit the capital, Bamako, tomorrow. Diplomatic sources and political sources is pointing to the fact that Defense Minister Suleiman Doko is also not spared from the incarceration. They were all kept at the military detention facility in Kati in the outskirts of Bamako. All of these dramas are unfolding because Sadio Kamara and Colonel Modibo Kone were relieved of their defense and security portfolios respectively. The military, nevertheless, still owed some other important portfolios, but it seems these guys in uniform are disenchanted with the government and decided to wield the big stick. Oh my gosh, West African soldier. From our own assessment, the latest development appeared to be a coup d'etat, just to get at the government for the turnout of events as regards the reshuffling of the cabinet. This is just to get back at the government because the government dropped these two military officers, so they think that is their own way of getting their own pounds of flesh. You know, African soldiers, the military, they always think they are superior to the civil authority. They always think they are better than the civilian. They always carry themselves with air of arrogance, but to defend their country, they cannot. But to hijack government, it is very easy for them to do. Example abounds in Nigeria. The government that they overthrow, that they accuse of corruption, accuse of incompetence, their own government, their own military junta, the result will even be more catastrophic, will be even be worse than the government they accuse, call all names. For example, in Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari overthrew the regime of Shehu Shagari, but he himself was worse then and now is even worse. In fact, it's now on record that Muhammadu Buhari government is the worst in the history of Nigeria. In the annals, in the history of Nigeria, in the last 60 years, the government of Muhammadu Buhari is the worst. And he was a coupist. He removed a popularly elected democratic government in 1984, the government of Shehu Shagari. So, West African soldiers are very notorious for disrupting democratic process. They never allow the politician to learn and develop, make mistakes, correct mistake. They always overthrow them at the slightest provocation. And this is not palatable. Okay. All right. Let's go there. Kati's cantonment military base is notorious for ending the rule of Malian leaders. Just last August, the soldiers took Keita to Kati cantonment and forced him there to resign. In the same vein, another mutiny there toppled his predecessor, Amadou Touré, in 2012. This triggered an ethnic Tuareg rebellion. Which the French military helped to push back for some time. And at the end of the day, they gathered themselves together, they regroup. You understand? And now, Al-Qaeda affiliated fighters have hijacked them, have hijacked this movement, and has now spread to Burkina Faso, to Niger, to Mali, to Chad, and it is doubtful if that has not tentacled now to Cameroon and in effect to Nigeria through Boko Haram and other violent terrorist group. Now, with the death of Idris Deby of Chad, who has made a formidable fortress in his axis, insecurity in this sub-region seems to have come to stay now. Insecurity in West Africa sub-region, Niger to Chad, from to Mali, Cameroon, Nigeria seems to be a permanent feature now of this sub-region. And if you go and see what is happening now in Nigeria, you'll be convinced that it's no longer at ease. You know, things are falling apart in Nigeria, in Niger, in Chad, in Cameroon, in Mali, and center cannot hold. Killing everywhere, instability everywhere, insecurity everywhere. It seems the best hobby of this region now is shooting, gun wielding, arm bearing illegally, illegal arms, proliferation of arms in Libya, in this region. Things have gone haywire, and it seems they've lost control. The political leadership, the military leadership in this axis, they've lost control, and all hands must be on deck to put an end to this intractable security crisis. All right? All hands must be on deck. Okay, in our next outing, we'll be dwelling on the massive security catastrophe and mega crisis in Nigeria under the leadership of Muhammadu Buhari. So, if you are new on this platform, this is Diamond Hills. There's no mincing word with us. We hit the nail on the head, irrespective of whose ox is God. That is what we are. That is what we do, and that is what we are going to continually be, because this is our calling, this is our job, and we got to do it with temerity, with sagacity. We have to do it with all vigor and give a good account of ourselves. To God be the glory. Amen. All right, like I was trying to say last time, look, the strong man in Chad is dead, and he was the one holding this axis tight. He has a formidable defense in this axis, blocking the terrorists from penetrating Nigeria. But now that the man is dead, Nigerian end is very porous, and this is not a good news for Nigeria. As you can see, the younger son of Idris Deby has now taken over. This also is not without crisis in Chad. And this crisis is also brewing up. There is a civil unrest there. There is they are trampling on the human rights in Chad as we speak. The human rights activists are being molested, are being arrested, are being shot at. And, you know, military regime is always crushing of the civilian. Illegal detention, illegal arrest, extrajudicial killing. This is what is happening in most of the West Africa sub-region now. Nigeria, Mali, Niger, Cameroon, with the crisis with the Ambazonia and in Mali now, and you know, Africa need salvation. West Africa sub-region, they need leadership tutelage. They need tutorial on responsible leadership. And this is our position. African leadership, they need to be trained. They need to be tutored on what leadership is all about. For example, the one in Nigeria, he doesn't know anything apart from ethnicity and tribalism and religion. is not fair, is a one-sided biased leadership, no justice, no fairness, no equity, no egalitarianism in his thinking. Everything he knows is just Fulani, Fulani, and Fulani, as if Fulani is the only tribe in Nigeria, a country of 200 million people with more than 250 ethnic groups. Favoritism and selective justice, all this will never augur well for Africa. Okay? So, the word is not for the wise. This is Diamond Hills. Please subscribe to our channel so that when we drop our next update, you will be the first to see it. Okay. All right. See you next time. Bye.